So the Meru people believe that evil spirits person was taken to. They are secluded for around 3 to 4 weeks. By any chance where someone is called Makena, there is that question that always comes. Makena, hiyo ni jina ya kutoka wapi? So guys, I'm here to tell you that Makena is a Meru name. So guys, there are some people who says that when you hear someone is from Meru, that person, he or she choose cat. And who told you that? That's a myth. Because simply I said that I'm from Meru doesn't mean that I do Mira. I don't. So guys, come on, let me clear that notion. It's not that everybody who comes from Meru takes cat. So guys, today I'm going to talk about a history of Meru people. And are you ready? Are you ready, guys? Because what I'm about to say, I'm about to hit with some facts and how we do our things. So my good people, Makena is a name from, it's a Meru name which means happiness. Myself, if you see me smiling and every time I'm happy, just know that nasimamia jina yangu. Makena means happiness. So guys, we are going to start with Wameru walitoka wapi. So Meru people live in the northern and eastern part of Mount Kenya, and that part it's very productive. So those in Kitambo, so those people wali flee because they were neighbors with the Arabs, and you know Arabs, they were traders. When you're kufanya history, I hope mta get sasa. The Arabs were traders and they were neighbors with Meru. So the Meru people believed in spirits, yeah, Kitambo, and they believed that there were 3 types of spirits. Are you ready? Yeah, the number 1 spirit, the physical spirit, who are the ancestors, and then there were evil spirits, and then there were spirits that were known for protection, as in they were protectors. So when we come to the ancestors, the Meru people had to pour libations. Guys, they hate to pour libations. For example, when they were eating something, they would pour a bit, something small, on the ground, and then they would say rumeni nkomasya bajojo veto, which means eat, or they were saying nkomasya bajojo veto rumeni, which means spirit of our ancestors eat. And at the same time, when they were drinking something, they would pour something small on the ground and say nkomasya bajojo veto kundeni, which means spirit of our fathers or of our ancestors drink. And there's this incident that happens if something pours accidentally on the ground. People are not supposed to grieve because they believe that the ancestors anticipated for their share. So ancestors walikuwa wanaitisha share yao. So guys, that's how it was. So libation was something that happened. And something else, the spirits were also con. They were walikuwa nadanganywa. So for example, if someone gives birth and the child happens to die, so they were the child and the same woman now gets pregnant and gives birth to another child. So the child that has been born was supposed to be named with a name of a fierce animal, let's say a hyena or a lion. On the same incident, if the second child of the same woman dies, so another one was born, this other child was supposed to be, was not named. So that means that they were confused. They could not take that child again. So guys, you see the Meru. So guys, the kitambo, children were being named after someone. Let's say if someone is called Kadambi, someone in the lineage was called Kadambi, so a child was supposed to be called Kadambi. But nowadays I see that, for example, they are like myself. I'm named after my aunt. Not that I took her name, but in Kimiru we say Ntago. So I don't there's something that confuses me, but culture ni kitu yenye iko. So I'm named after my aunt, which people say that if you are named after someone, you take the characteristics of that person. But myself, I'm not like that. Mtu asiwadanganye. So in your culture, do you name your children after people from your family, or how do you go about it? Just comment there hapo kwa comment section and let everyone know how your place you do, how children are named, if you do naming ceremony. For us, I didn't say that. So now we are upper kwa spirits. So libations were also made to appease the spirits. For example, if sickness befall the family, so this the libation was made in the homestead, and if the incident involved the whole community, there's that certain place where public was served. So that's where the libations were made at the courtyard where the public was served. I hope we are together in this. I'm so confused. So guys, so when there was drought, sacrifices and prayers were made through one person called Mogoe. Mogoe. Then there were these people called Njorincheke. We learned that Njorincheke, they were like council of elders. So these people were the ones who were interceding. So the Meru people believed that evil spirits, some of them were bad, and all the bad things that were happening to them were caused by spirits, because God cannot cause these problems to his own people. So the bad spirits were the ones who were causing that. There's this incident of a plant that resembles the exact plant that was being eaten by people. Grew in a bush, and it was called, let's say it's a yam that resembles the real yam, so it was called Rokwarwankoma. Or if it is something that looked like a banana, it was called Ndigoshiankoma. So Rokwarwankoma meant yam of the spirits, and if it was Ndigoshiankoma, it meant bananas of the spirits. So Meru, we have Christians, we have Hindus, we have Muslims. So this is Kenya, and now people have right to do everything. So guys, now we go to occasions, but first let's do with death. Meru people believe that when kushika, touching a deceased body, it was something that was how do I say, it was something that needed cleansing, proper cleansing. For example, if a neighbor noticed that his neighbor was almost dying, so this neighbor was taken to the forest where there was this hut that was called Hut of the Dead. So the person was taken to that Hut of the Dead and was left there till he dies. And if there's this incident, if someone dies in the house, the person alikuwa anafungwa na kamba with ropes and dragged to the forest where the body was abandoned. And the person who dragged the person, when they come back, the person was supposed to be cleansed properly. It was supposed to be done properly. So let's say if a person dies, and the death depended on the how person behaved when he or she was alive. If the person was good, the Meru people could be heard saying naria etire nama mekwega kuraga. Wherever he went, guy, that let that person rest in a place that rains. Kwega kuraga. So, and if an evil person died, they were saying naria etire ankanaga mwanke. Wherever he went, he burns in fire. Okay, that's direct translation. Or if a good person dies, they were saying mtu kumakwire tute mtu atumbanya konywa roje. That means wherever this person died, one is not even able to take water. That means these people, they misses this person. So let's say if a younger person dies, a person mwenye alikuwa amefikisha age ya kuolewa akufe and had not been married and dies hana mtoto, this person is buried by there's a specific person who is called Mwenje, a cleanser. Now he's a ritual cleanser. Is the one who buries this person who died without accomplishing or without giving anything to the society. I mean, without giving birth. And if it's a man, the same thing happened. And if you associate yourself with the corpse of that single person or the widower, you are supposed to be shaved, and your whole family was supposed to be shaved. So you see that, guys. So make sure before your time comes, make sure that you be productive in the society. So guys, we now go to something we call a rite of passage that people call circumcision. So it was done by one person called Mutani, and this rite of passage, of course, was meant to pass the boy from this stage to this other stage, from being a mweje to ndaka. Mweje means a boy, and ndaka means someone who has already passed that stage. So guys, this is the fun part of it. So it also happens nowadays, like it's the day that the boy is supposed to be circumcised. So the night of today tunapiga sherehe, the women, the men, then they were singing these songs to encourage this boy that this is something that itapita, something wanampea nguvu. So guys, the next day in the morning, so the boy was taken to the river, mto. Before going to the river, wazazi wake wanampea maziwa, then wanampaka unga. So that is the blessing that someone gets. Then after that, the boy is taken to the river. So once the boy is taken to the river, the purpose of being taken to the river, ukiwa kwa maji baridi unaganda mwili, and that part that the action happens in aganda. So that means that the pain will be less. If you guys understand what I'm saying, the pain will be less. So that's the reason as to why the boy is taken to the river, and anafungwa na blanketi, but ndani hajavaa kitu, ako uchi. The Meru culture. So once they are from the river, they come back singing those songs. I can't sing them because once I sing them, nitakuwa nimetoka, naweza kujiwa, na I don't want that. So those songs I'll only sing on that certain day. So myself, can't risk to sing those songs. So once the boy wamekuja kutoka kwa mto, sasa ndio wanakuja wanapanga line. Kitambo walikuwa wanapanga line, wanapitiwa mmoja mmoja, na Kisumu moja hakukuwa na ukimwi, so there was no incident of AIDS, HIV. So HIV imekuja juzi, so nowadays they only perform with kila mtu na wembe wake. So that's how it happened. So this person by the name Motani does the thing and cleanses the boy with white soil. Then after everything has happened, the boy is taken to a place where they're secluded. And once they're secluded, they are not supposed to be seen by anybody or to be heard by anybody. They are supposed to stay in the house. They are secluded for around 3 to 4 weeks to help them to heal. Si kugonjwa, to heal. And in that incident, there is no use of herbs, medicine. No, it's the natural way. You guys, you understand, especially men. I hope you are on the same page. So guys, that's what happened. The person anapelekewa chakula, then after a certain period, that means bado circumcision hiyo tushamaliza, but there's something that we call pedhio or keoro. So guys, that's what they call it. So you know what that means? Someone who is called kabagine, they call it the person kabagine. So the person, they do a celebration during that day of mpethio. Kisu inalala kwa moto, and because of that, and where that incident, that person we were told that when akikushika afai kukushika, if you're a lady, akikushika, you know, it's over for you. So we were not told the exact reason as to why they were saying that. So once that person comes to the homestead, the thing is performed, and now we have to wait for like, is it 1.5 weeks? Then we do celebration for the guy, now that he has moved from this stage to this other stage, and people celebrate. And you see guys, that is now the circumcision period. That means that the guy is from being a boy to a mature man. And now we go to the marriage. The best part. People says that marriage is something that is very what? Niambie hapo kwa comment section. But I know marriage is something that is very important. You know, for the reason that best known to some of you. So marriage, it was something that was considered important now or in those ages. So now, how do we go about marriages? Kulipa dowry, how is it done? So once the man spot a lady, he goes to the lady's place, then you introduce yourself. Tunaenda kuona nyumbani kwanza, then after that ndio tunaambia wazazi. When then the men, after now we invite the ladies' parents, so they come to the man's home and they say that they have accepted that everything should go on, and they come and wanapeana sasa prize yao. Wanasema tunahitaji nini. So in Meru, people ask for 1 heifer, then 1 bull, then 3 she-goats, 1 he-goat, then and some other things that. And nowadays I hear people saying that we need what they call it, a bunch of mira. In those ages, they were asking for you had to buy clothes for the parents of the lady. So that's something that was happening during that time. So once the ladies' parents name their prize, the dowry prize, so they leave. And the other thing that follows is that the parents of the man, uh, they were to make those payments. So it was something that the parents had to agree that I want this and this. Sikufinyilia, come to, and this number of cows, number of goats, number of in your culture, do you give chicken? Oh, because I didn't hear that in our culture. So guys, tell me, how is your culture? So guys, you see, now after the bride price has been made, then the wedding goes on. So guys, there's something I saw. One of my cousin was being married. So it happened like this. The man's people, relatives, they walikuwa wanakuja, wana time ile time yenye melala, wanakuja wanaiba sanduku na msichana. And if wakishikwa, they had to make payments. So ama wana collaborate na mtu wa nyumbani, wanasema tunakuja this time, tutolee nini, tutolee sanduku. Once the sanduku has gone, that means the lady has been ashachukuliwa. So that's how it was happening. So guys, now after dowry has been made, then the wedding goes on and people are joined together. I know there's someone who is asking, Makena, you forgot something. You didn't tell us Mira ilitoka wapi. So this guy by the name Ezekiel, in those times, so he's the one who discovered Mira or cat after eating 1,000 leaves. Imagine going, ukitest each and every leaf, then you say, na hii nakaa kushika, hii itakuwa jaba. So that's how he came up with that's how he discovered cat or Mira. So guys, I want to say this, for those who says that if a person comes from Meru, amewai kula Mira, sijawai, have never. Depends whether umelelewa wapi. So when you see someone, usiwai kuwa na ile assumption ya if this person is from Meru, he or she takes Mira. No. So guys, I'm going to tell you that let me give you somewhat. Anyways, I'm saying this, when you see someone from Meru, I hear people calling them Vaite, Morome. So yeah, those are Meru names, but it's a general name. So when you call someone Vaite, I know it's someone who is it's a Morome means a man. Vaite. I guess people call men. So when you call a lady Vaite, I'm like, unajua hiyo ni nini? So what I'm trying to say is that people are called different. So if you want to call a girl is called Mware, and it's a boy Mudhaka is someone who has passed the rite of passage. I'm going to kusimama, nitaiachia, for that is about Meru culture. What's your culture? Guys, please help me understand your culture, because we want people to be intermarrying. You can't intermarry when you don't know about the culture of those people that you have to have that knowledge. So guys, right now I'm going to stop at that. But if you have a question about the Meru people, kindly do so. When you ask me a question, I will answer about Meru people. And previously I had done Mijikenda culture. Did you love the culture? Because myself, I really loved it. Nilipenda sana. And very soon I'll be going to Mombasa, and I'll be showing you the activities that takes place in Mombasa, and I'll be able to intermingle with different people of Mijikenda culture. So guys, you know what we mean. If you want me to tag you along tukienda Mombasa, comment hapo. Uniambie twende lini, you know I'm available to travel peke. So guys, thank you so much, and thank you for tuning to McKenna's World. You know guys, you people, you are very important, because guys, without you, we are together, let me say. So thank you so much guys for tuning to McKenna's World. If you're a new subscriber, karibu sana, and kindly subscribe, like, share and comment. And if you're a returning subscriber, you know mapenzi ni kali. So guys, I love you so much. Thank you so much for tuning to McKenna's World, and see you next weekend, when I'll be doing nitawaambia, I guess I'll be doing Kikuyu culture. So guys, see you till then, bye.